Ears to the streets, ears to the mother effing streets, and all of that stuff, man. We here with the last show of 2022. It's your homeboy Low from the Go and my homeboy Nick Bagz. Bagz in the building. Won't you tell the people what's been going on with you, bro?
Yo, what's the word, man? We appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We on the Check It Out show, and we going out with a bang, man. Y'all know y'all can lock in with me at Check That Bag on all platforms, man. Lo, what's up, man? Let's get into these topics, bro.
All right, man. Shit, let's jump right into it, man. Everybody seems to be taking plea bargains when it comes down to Young Thug and the YSL Rico case, man. And a lot of people on the internet, a lot of goofy children, I call them, goofy children are on the internet saying that Doug telling everybody to go ahead and take those pleas and just blame everything on me. That shit is crazy that people even think that. Why would you want somebody to give you 20 years so that everybody can go home? I just seen a story that was on King AK-47, and he showed 100 and something biker guys got locked up, man. They had 9 bodies. 9 bodies got into a big ass brawl someplace in Texas. 109 of those niggas was arrested. Every last one of them got cut loose because nobody opened their mouth. That said a lot about blacks, man. Blacks, man, we are weak, man. Stay out the streets if you black, man, because it ain't gonna lead you nowhere but to jail or dead, especially nowadays, because everybody is looking up to the snitches. 6ix9ine already proved that. He's still out here living his best life, buying his grandma's Porsches and Lamborghinis, man. What do you think about everybody that's flipping on Young Thug right now, bro?
Well, Lo, I think it's very unfortunate that everybody is slipping up and flipping up on my boy Slime, man. I really think that Young Thug is in a very bad position, probably the worst position that he ever been in his life. And this is the time where he needs his friends, families, and supporters more than ever. And to see some of his closest homies switching up and being selfish and taking time and plea deals that might possibly implicate Young Thug in some big crimes, man, it's really not cool. When you say the code or a street code, a lot of guys that call themselves gangsters and thugs and members and all of these type of adjectives to describe people. When you call yourself a real guy and you a street dude, you would think that you would abide by the street laws and the code, but everybody don't do it. We've been seeing Gunna, a lot of other artists, all YSL, Young Thug, Blood, Brother, Funk, all type of artists and family members and friends of Young Thug have been being selfish, man, and taking their time for themselves, getting out the way, and this could possibly implicate Thug. And I don't think it's the way to do it. I'll give an example of Bobby Smurder. He had the opportunity to switch up on his own homie and be selfish. He could have got out and got out 2 years earlier. They gave him a plea deal to get out 2 years earlier, but he took more time so his friend could get out at a certain time too, man. So I don't like it at all, though.
Yep, man. Shout out to the homeboy Bobby Smurder for doing that one stand-up thing in his fucking life, bro. Everything else that he's doing seems kind of weird, but shout out to Smurder for doing that shit, man. Hey, Lil Durk actually chimed in on the situation, and it's weird because he was supposed to have been one of those guys, Slime Life Shorty, was supposed to have been signed to OTF. So Lil Durk came in and he said, drop a green heart if y'all want Thug home and not being blamed or left to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think, Slime Life Shorty, man? You think he's still part of OTF after Lil Durk left that encoded message?
Man, you know what? Lil Durk is super strict on who he allowed to be at OTF, man. And if you pay attention, man, he kicked people out all the time. People that you think, and I think this is to his detriment. Now we gonna drop some facts on it on this show today, man. We going out with a bang this year, man. Look, this is the weakest OTF ever. OTF has the least quality of rappers in the game. They don't have people that make good music. You can't depend on Duty Low. You can't depend on Unimo. You can't depend on Lil Varney. You can't depend on Chief Chief Wook. You can't depend on these guys for a hit. You know, at first OTF was hard, you know. Long live King Von, and it's not to say nothing bad, because I got a lot of love
Oh,
for
Bags, let me
Lil.
say this, Bags. Let me just say this, man. They did just drop that compilation album. I think they sold a nice amount of sales for the OTF compilations, and I do think that it's mainly because of Lil Durk, man.
Yeah, man. So that's called Lil Durk carrying his team, man. But when you got these rap groups, man, it's not supposed to be like that. We don't want filler as fans. So that means when you got G Unit, for instance, when Young Buck came out, we expected Young Buck album to be hard, and it was. When when Game album came out, we expected it to be hard, and it was. It was record breaking. He was doing his thing. When Lloyd Banks albums came out, we expected it to be hard, and it was. Lloyd Banks is one of the hardest spitters in the game. You have to have skills and talents to be in G Unit, and I guess in the long term, it didn't work out for them. But you know, they had a lot of good years together. So with this same thing, it's not a lot of people you could say was in and out of G Unit. You know, once you was in, you was in. You know, and when they finished with G Unit, it was over with. But Dirk has transformed his whole starting lineup. You know, he had Mimo 600, who was hard. You know, he got a lot of good music. Compared to the artists he got now, you know, Mimo had plenty of hits. He had citywide hits and countrywide hits, and none of these artists now, even Duty Low with big features from Kodak Black and all of that, none of these artists have the same type of kick as Mimo 600, King Von, RIP, and other OTF members that are with them no longer. So it's this new OTF member that Lil Durk met when he was Atlanta, still gonna be a part of OTF after he implicated in snitching. Hell no, man. You know, Dirk was getting Lil Bro up out of there instantly as soon as he got any win that he could be, embarrassment to
Right,
their
right.
organization.
Yep, yep. Hey, man, shout out to Lil Durk, man, and shout out to Young Thug. I think they going on trial starting next week, man. So we gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out. And just to be real, two guys did not take plea deals. They could have got plea deals, but two guys did not take plea deals. And it's definitely looking sad for Young Thug. You know, people saying that we met at McDonald's and we talked about this murder, and Young Thug gave us money to lay low after the murder so we couldn't be found in the hood and all that, man. It's definitely looking bad for Doug, you know. But yeah, let's move on just a little bit. Bags, what you got?